relationship or marriage have problems, whether being big or small. Although the human mind tends to think that sometimes it is wrong faced with problems. Having problems in our relationship and marriages doesn't mean that we can never have a healthy marriage or relationship. It depends on the approach in which you are ready together to solve it with your partner. Join the man of God, Pastor Kingsley Okonkow, as he dives deep into matters which is approaching things that will help you in order to have a healthy relationship or marriage.
Today, we are talking about, to protect and serve.
Yes.
You can see we're in military.
To protect and serve.
Yeah, I think it's American police that their motto is to protect and serve.
Not sure, but
Nigerian police is your friend.
wow.
I think
because they're trying to deal with the fear that police are not our friend. So they're focusing on friendship rather than protecting and serving.
For those in America and some other places, I think it's something about
to protect and serve. I think so.
We're in military gear today intentionally because the topic has to do with service. Yes. And I always loved women in uniform. So that's why I'm happy when you wear uniform.
Yes. I'm in the Lord's army.
Yeah.
So
I always admire women in uniform because I like the mixture of the feminine side and the strength.
Yes.
You always, symbolize and
show
that. Yeah.
I thought it was because your mom was in the military.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I like the mixture, that a woman can be soft and nurturing at the same time.
Be tough when she
needs to and have strength.
Yes.
For me, I'm not the kind of guys that like helpless damsels.
Damsels in distress. You don't want to be the knight in shining armor riding on your white horse.
Let's join and help ourselves. So I like that about you. And today you wearing uniform just portrays, you're looking sexy on one side, looking cool, looking, very feminine and beautiful, but at the same time, wearing a camo.
Oh, thank you.
We can get to the trenches if we need to.
Yes, so we roll up our sleeves when we move. But I still know how to be a baby girl.
Yeah, very important.
I think that balance is crucial for everybody. Knowing when to be a baby girl and a lot of people take care of you, and also knowing when to roll up your sleeves and get to it. Stop being, pull up your big girl panties and just do what you need to do. Yeah. Yeah.
So before we get to the meat of it, we have super chat now on our YouTube channel. So this means you can support and contribute to what we do. So click super chat even while you're watching this video and be a blessing to us and to the ministry. All right, and this video will be posted on my YouTube channel, Kingsley Okonkow, and
my YouTube channel, Mildred Kingsley Okonkwomessage.
And don't forget, we also have a ministry channel, LDM
with PK.
And Pastor M also has the Just Us Girls
Global
YouTube channel. Then we have Wholesome Sexuality. So all these channels, please subscribe.
Yes, they will be a blessing to you. And we kind of just separate it so that we can reach specific needs at specific times. So
it's very useful. Something you should please subscribe to all of them and support what we do. Comment, share, like, all the things that you need to do. All right, so today, and don't forget, by the way, we are coming to Canada.
Yes, yes.
Canada, you have someone in Canada, please. Details of the event will roll on this
yes.
video. Please
buy your tickets.
All right, we're also coming to America this year.
Yes.
So we're touring almost everywhere around the world. So please make sure you get the details of the events and
connect with us where we are.
Yeah. All right, so today we're talking about to protect ourselves. Basically, marriage is about two people serving each other.
Protecting each other.
And protecting each other. That's what it's about. And, most times we laugh when we see sometimes when people dance on their wedding day, choreograph dance, do many things. Sometimes it just gives us the feeling that, are you sure these people are aware of what they're signing in for?
Yeah.
It's a life of service. Both for the guy and the girl, both for the man and the woman. It's a life of service, and we just generally feel it's something you enter more soberly.
I mean, I think that if you have a consciousness of what you're about to get into, the seriousness of it will make you be more introspective, than just all the pictures, dancing, and your girls, and you're going, and I'm like, okay.
But it's good to have fun and dance.
Oh, definitely. Please, by all means, enjoy your wedding.
Know what you're going into. Marriage is about two people serving each other. That's it. You need to come into marriage with a sense of or mindset of service. Because what I noticed is that a lot of people come to marriage with a mindset of, I've found someone that will make me happy.
Yeah.
I've found someone that will finally serve me. I've found someone that will meet my needs.
Yes. And you see, that's one of the reasons why I always say that marriage is not a reward. It's an assignment. Yes. The sooner you realize that, the better. The better for you.
Yeah, because it really has helped us. People ask us all the time, how come our marriage is doing well? It's because we have a sense of service. And I always tell my wife that you serve me. And she claims I serve her, but maybe she'll tell me how I serve her. I feel she does all the work. But she feels I serve her. So I'm going to hear you guys for the first time in what ways I serve her. I know she serves me. Most of you already know that one, but I'll still give you the gist. But let's read the scripture, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so we're reading 1 Corinthians chapter 7. And we're reading from verse 33. And I'm going to read the New King James Version. I'm sure that's a shocker to some of you because you know that King James is not really my thing. So that's why I kind of did New King James. In fact, Pastor K bullied me into reading King James. Yeah. And he took the more contemporary version, I believe. Okay, so 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 33 to 34. The New King James Version says, "But he who is married cares about the things of the world, how he may please his wife." And there's a difference between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cares about the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and spirit. But she who is married cares about the things of the world, how she may please her husband.
Yeah, so if you notice, because there are always people that also feel maybe the Bible or God or, things of the Spirit are chauvinistic.
Yes.
And if you look at it here, the Bible is always balanced. It mentioned here that the man's job is to please his wife, and the wife's job
is to please her husband.
So there's always balance.
There's always
balance. If you interpret it well, everything in Scripture, God is never one-sided. He's not supporting men or supporting women. And women, there always would have women said, marriage benefits men. Marriage benefits. No, if you do it right, marriage benefits both men and women. Yeah. Let me read Message translation. It says, "I want you to live as free of complications." I'm starting from Pastor this. Live free from complications as much as possible. It says, when you are unmarried, you are free to concentrate on simply pleasing the master. Marriage involves you in all the nuts and bolts of domestic life.
Wow.
So and in wanting to please your spouse, leading to so many more demands on your attention. You see, these are things people don't want to do. It's that the time and energy that married people spend on caring for, nurturing for each other, the unmarried can spend in becoming whole and holy instruments of God. All right? So
no wonder you chose to read it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So the point is that a strong marriage is about two people serving each other. And I think the reason why there are so many unhappy people in marriage is that they focus on, what is not working for them. It's always about, I am not happy. You are not meeting my need. You are not doing this for me. So, and in years of counseling, once people are, me-minded, they will never attain happiness in that home. Your job in that marriage is to focus on pleasing your partner.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's phenomenal how the scripture puts it. That marriage involves you in all the nuts and bolts of domestic lives and in wanting to please your spouse. So whatever you're entering marriage with, that consciousness of the fact that it's not just two people who are going to have fun, it's about the work also. And I always say that, the way to make your marriage work is to work at it without making it feel like work. So it's important that you understand this, have the consciousness of, I'm going in there and I'm going to be involved in every single part, domestic, but the important thing is pleasing each other.
Yes. I want to say that thing again. The way you make your marriage work
is to work at it without making it feel like work.
That's beautiful. And if you're going to please someone, you actually have to be intentional. You can't please someone by chance. It's by in marriage. So you have to be intentional. You have to ask this person, what are the things that will make you happy? It's like being a waiter in a restaurant. That's how this is. You can't just serve Take it to the restaurant. What we do here is serve food.
So I serve you anything.
So you have to be patient. Yeah. You have to actually ask that what would you like to have? And how would you like it?
Yeah.
If you're in a good restaurant, they'll ask you how would you like it? Medium rare, what else?
Well done,
and all the serving. So you have to ask. So I feel more people need to focus more on pleasing their partners, not how me, myself, and I. This person is not making me happy. This person is not giving me attention. It's about pleasing your partner. Very important. Right.
Even in the simple things, like in a restaurant, even water, they would ask you still or sparkling, room temperature or cold.
Yes.
Like even the things, like water is water. Give me water, let me drink water. But they want to be as detailed. So I think that even in the little things, those things that you normally would take for granted, we should ask each other.
Yeah. So if a couple can focus on that, on pleasing each other, I think it will be easy. And I've felt over the years that you serve me. That's the truth. I've gained in this marriage.
Okay, if you say so.
And that's our society. So, but you claimed that I also serve you. So please, me and the viewers, because generally I don't know how I serve her. That's the truth. I just think, she does a lot of the work, or most of the work. I'm just here grooving, So tell me.
So you know how you said that if you want to please someone, you need to know how. So I think it's not in. So the reason why you feel like you don't serve me in quotes is because what you consider service is mainly physical, right? So you are the kind of person that acts of service is your love language. Like we're traveling, I'll need to pack, I'll need to do some stuff for you, pick out what you wear, ask what you eat and things like that. Those things are not necessarily the things I need. Okay, so the things I need are the things that you're giving me, and those are the things that make me know that you serve me. I have so many examples, and the fact that you say that you don't know that you serve me means I'm doing a bad job at telling you.
No, because I just feel I'm being myself. I don't feel I'm going out of the ordinary.
Same thing. So I don't think
you go.
But it's who I am. I'd probably do it. Just do it for.
List it. Let's hear.
Okay. So let me give you one instance. So there are many, but I'll give you one. I mean, the first one that really, really hits me. That's made me know that, okay, this guy really cares about me. Remember that the first time I had Just As Girls conference, 2008. So that was my first conference. And no, this gist is so important. I have to talk more so that you can hear me very well. And after service that day, I had to go home to go and get dressed. Yes, after Sunday service. And I remember you had preached 2 services that day. So I was really rushing home to go and get ready because we were supposed to start at 4. And the service was, the service was we had 2 services. It had been a long day. And so I went home, I drove home, and you were still in church. And you took off your jacket, rolled up your sleeves. And then I still remember then, my friend Jackie was around at the time. And then you guys were sorting out chairs. And we didn't expect the crowd. So people came early and you were helping them to carry. Pastor K doesn't do manual labor. You were helping them to carry chairs. You were helping them to arrange chairs. When I came, when eventually I got there, you were sweating, your sleeves were rolled up, and you were still organizing things. You people move this thing here, close up the spaces. Ladies, you were greeting the women at the door. I'm like, so it wasn't like you had a good excuse not to get involved because you had just preached 2 services and you were exhausted. And I also know that manual labor is not your thing. But okay, it's not going to do it. So see you do that kind of thing really touched me in a special place. And I felt like, wow, this man really, 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 really cares about me. So that's the first one. I have many. So remember, so another thing I feel that is a major need for me is positive energy, right? Because personally, I have enough negative energy for the whole world. Only me by myself, I can think how everything can go wrong and, just sit there, anticipate it and just be moody over it and how you would constantly find ways to bring pleasant surprises into my life so that I am not in that place. Sometimes I don't even know I'm getting upset. You notice it. You're the first person to say, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. I say, so is that what we're doing now? We keep secrets from each other. tell me what's wrong. He said, nothing. Tell me now, baby. I know what's. I said, there's nothing really. Say that nothing. I want to hear it. And you sit down and listen to me. Sometimes I even rant about things that, when I think back on it, I'm like, this man shouldn't really be listening to this. And I will then, after I finish talking, you're not saying, okay, it's okay, baby. Don't worry, we'll find a way around it. And usually you will. So it's not, I mean, I can give you practical instances, but I think the core of it is the fact that I constantly feel listened to, and I constantly feel like my problems are being solved. Every time I have a concern, you find a way to do it, and you will make it a fun experience. You make it pleasant. You make it, things that shouldn't be, how I explain it, shouldn't be a big deal. You will make it a big deal. Like when we went to have the kids, I mean, there are so many. I can give you so many. But now that's why I said I feel like I probably need to do a better job at telling you. Yes, because
I still feel these are not. Maybe they're not as much as your own.
I don't know, but I feel so. Even pushing me to be who I am today, because I need it. That's service for me. I need that positive. Yes, I need motivation. I have dreams. I always have dreams, but I can talk myself out of it. I can just sit down and say, I want to do Just Us Girls Fun Trip. You know how many times I've cancelled it in my head? I just go, when they just tell me, I say, this is too stressful. Let's just do conference and forget about it. And you're like, no, I don't think we should take that time off. You have to groove, you have to. And once I say, this was bothering me, you find a way to fix it. So I feel like that constant push, like now you start harassing me about doing conference next day, and I don't want to do. But that constant, I know you're going to do it. I see this. And constantly speaking over me. That's service, so. That's service for me.
Maybe what happens is that sometimes the thing we give to us might not be a big deal. So maybe we don't see it as a big deal. Because the things you do for me, I feel they're like.
And I don't see them as anything because I'm going to pack for myself anyway. And we're on the trip. And I will pack for my children as well, right? So it's not a big deal for me. Cooking. I even enjoy cooking, right? But I would feed my family, so even the things you claim, yes, and we're partnership. So if I'm doing my best to make money, to be a part of what you're doing, you want to do something, you have a dream, and in my heart I'm thinking, Pst Kings needs money. I'm working on how to, and you're not saying, baby, I need money. You're just working at doing it. But I feel like I need to be a support. I need to, you have service tomorrow. I need to get the children out of the way so that you can focus. Sometimes when the children are asking you questions at the wrong time, I move them. Those things are, if you are sensitive enough, you are friends with someone, you read the room, you find out what they need, you do it. So I don't really see it as a big deal. You do, right? I don't see it as a big deal, which is why the things I consider a big deal that you serve me, you don't see it as a big deal because it's who you are. And you most likely also will do it for other people. Right? That's how I am too. And you have a dream, I will make sure at all costs.
Yeah, you I'll do that now. Into the things, you break it down, you structure it. You just have a way, you look for the best people to work on the team. So you literally, and a lot of times you almost shut down your own life, to make sure the things I want to do.
So I think it's an understanding of the part where you say I shut down my life. I don't really think I shut down my life. I think I just submit it. Like it's making my mission a submission of yours, right? So we want to do a certain thing. And so for instance, maybe we want to write books. Right? Okay, I'll give you that example.
That's a major one.
That's a major one.
All my books.
Yes.
No matter either if they transcribe it from a message or I write the skeleton of the points, you still have to come and make it correct the grammar, give it the real bigger picture, and it's so unique because you are one of the only people or persons I know that would have the original or understand the original idea in my heart. Yes, I'm trying to say, because sometimes we just get other people to do it. They just have a vague idea, but exactly, what I'm trying to achieve with this book, what I'm trying to address. So, so most of my books you still have to read and read and read. Even like on the last trip, you were, on the plane, everywhere, you were still working with the team back home. to still put that final touch. And we have one new operations.
Oh God!
That is very.
Oh, our head of operations. I love this in a marriage. Oh, God,
she's amazing.
We put fire, literal fire under you. She lights fire under everyone.
So I saw her disturbing you all through.
Yeah.
That we have deadlines. We have deadlines. Piki has announced this book. Piki has already started selling this book. We have to meet up. Because sometimes I announce books. I say this book is coming out next month, and the book doesn't exist yet. Only it exists in my spirit.
In his spirit, so, it has not. We're not prepared to paper. We've not nothing. We've not been able to get it out.
You guys have to run around and make it.
Yeah.
That's what you do. A lot of those things. Even like yesterday, even though we have a whole team, we're all packing till like 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah, about 4 a.m. And we have to go out like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
The same day. So you put in that, and the way you just dissect our lives. I usually don't know where anything is. Even when you have to go and preach somewhere else and I preach somewhere else, we have to video call where everything is
and cream your face. I also feel like we understand what we both need, right?
Yeah, but
and we married into that also.
Yeah, but you and I have seen.
In Christ, I hope you're enjoying this message by the man of God, Pastor Kingsley Okonkow. Arena of Love, together with you, wants to build a bigger community by reaching to us on all our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and also YouTube. Growing together a healthy relationship in Christ. And that is the core mandate of Arena of Love. Hosting the man of God, Pastor Kingsley Okonkow. Let's continue on watching the message.
Couples or people that are together but don't give each other that kind of attention.
So I think it's a lack of revelation, which is why I was going with the book issue, right? So when the very first year when we got married, and you started talking to me about, that you have some books you wanted to write and release, and I'm like, okay, let me look at them. So I was writing books at the time, and I wanted to write my books, but God said to me, right, let this be a point where you submit. So make your mission, submit it under his mission. Let's get his books out. Let's get the dreams and goals out. And then it will be easy when you guys have built the brand, Kingsley Okonkow. It's easier for you to now come on that platform, already existing platform. And people say, okay, is that his wife? People will give you attention. So there was a revelation knowledge to it. Okay, so writing your books. But the truth is, I've always found out that the word of God tells you to be okay with being second place. Right? People always just want to fight battles that are unnecessary. Why can't I be the first person to achieve? Why can't there's no fight here. In a marriage, there's a leader, there's a head, and there's an order with which God wants to do it. Everyone will be blessed because two shall, two are better than one, for they have a good reward for their labor. So both of you will be blessed. But there's an order to doing things. And I think that the wisdom in getting revelation of understanding that we're a team. So your win is my win. My win is yours. But what people see it as, he'll be the only one achieving his dreams. It's our dreams. Your books are our books, right? I always tell people that if the good part about the way our lives are, my surname is actually a covenant with you. So it's a compound name. I understand that I'm married to Kingsley Okonkow. So my surname is Kingsley Okonkow. And I always jokingly tell people that if they give Kingsley Okonkow a check, all I have to do is hyphenate it and then put Mildred at the back and I pay it. It's my money. So that even gives me a vivid picture of the fact that we're one, right? We're one person. Your dreams are my dreams. Your victories are my victories. And it's the same. I've seen that the same over the years with you as well. My win is you. In fact, the way you hail me these days, a great woman of God. And I'm like, oh my God, this one, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. So I think that makes all the difference. I think most people don't have a revelation of the fact that they're a team. They don't have a revelation of what covenant is. And I think that those are some of the things that help. Understanding that we're on the same side. Serving you is ultimately serving me.
Yeah.
If you are happy, it makes me happy. If I'm happy, it makes you happy. So it's a win-win, really. So when I'm serving you, in quotes, and I'm big on service, and I think that that's another thing that especially and I know the women will come for me, but I think especially the women of this generation, there's some things that our mothers knew that we need to learn. I don't believe in moving the ancient landmarks. I don't believe it at all. Some people call me old school. I agree. I think that there are some certain things. Growing up, one of the things that I learned from my mom was service. Even serving, I learned how to serve my brothers. Even my brother was just 2 years older than me. You don't give him food without a tray. It's just normal. It's just basic. So how do I not get married and I tell my husband, your food is on the dining, go and take it, or your food is in the kitchen or is in the cooler? It just is wrong. Yeah. To me, it just feels wrong.
We have seen a lot of people like that. Where we go out with some people to eat. When we go to eat, like I notice you're always asking, you're asking me what I want to eat.
Yes.
It might be a buffet or whatever, but you still quickly ask what I want to eat and all that. And me too, I always ask, what do you... Why I see some couples where the wife or maybe the husband sometimes, but sometimes the wife's one that usually shop us. Sorry, we're old school.
We are very old school.
The wife will just go and take
her food and sit and be eating. No, she won't. And she'll be eating, and I'm like, wow.
This is very weird for us.
You guys came together.
Yeah, very weird for us because we're used to just serve. And
and this is not to say that the husband will not like, because I mean, we eat, you sometimes take my plate, sometimes I'm eating, you say, oh, let me get you water, or you sometimes you say, honey, what will you eat, and then get someone to do it. The only time you tried to cook for me, let's just leave it at that. It didn't turn out quite the way, and I ate the burnt plantain. It was burnt plantain. But the thoughts, honestly. For me, the thought was just the thought, because I had a long day of shopping and I came back. When in the UK and you fried plantain for me, it was burnt and I ate it gladly because, I mean...
but I just think, the Bible says, because I want us to tie it down now to, exact things and steps for people, The Bible said, let this mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus,
So it's not robbery.
Of yourself to be,
even though it was equal with God, he didn't think it's robbery.
He felt service. So whether you're the husband or the wife, because people feel they are too big to serve, so and so, in my office, I'm so and so, my business, or I earn this amount. Whether you're male or female, the first thing is to have a heart
of service.
That's point number one. You must have a heart. So if you have a heart of service, you won't, in your marriage, you won't even need to be dividing the roles and the chores, because in many homes that's a big deal. The chores, you do this. In my house, for instance, there are things my wife knows I'm not good at doing. So it's not a matter of you have to divide in the middle. No, the things I'm good at doing, I make sure I don't stress her about it. But there's that heart of service. That's the important thing. There must be a heart of service. We've seen too many couples that the man is not interested at all in what the woman is doing. The woman is not interested at all, and you see. They are losing out on the real blessing of marriage because that synergy. It's so amazing. That synergy, that oneness is the blessing of marriage. Two are better than one. So they will have a better reward.
For their labor.
So
better than doing it individually.
So imagine if you left me to sort out writing all my books. I definitely don't have as many books as I do now. I definitely won't, other things won't exist.
And you see, Pastor, what I also don't understand is a lot of times the partner is in a position to help. For me, writing is easy, right? It's even relaxing. So me saying, write your books by yourself, I'm punishing you with something that would give me pleasure. But I find a lot of couples say, let her learn it. I need her to learn it. Let her learn. And I'm like, you can just do this thing easily. It will take you 2 seconds. But you'd rather stress her to prove a point. That doesn't make any sense. Most times, the thing you're complaining about in your partner that they're not doing well or they cannot do, you have the solution to it. So
the Bible is clear. Let's have the heart
of service
as a human being. So I see a lot of young people, like you said, they are so obsessed with them, what I will get, how it will affect me, if it's not serving me, if it's not pleasing me. But you have to come with a heart and a mind of service. Yesterday we were eating and we were both trying to cut the fish for each other without knowing. So you were using your hand.
So I saw you. So already what happened was we were eating, and then I saw you trying to use the fork, the spoon to cut the fish. And I was like, this thing. And I thought to myself, the reason why he's doing this is because he doesn't want to get his hands stained and doesn't want to go and wash his hands. But I can do this and go and wash my hands. So I just peeled it. And then when I did it, and I said, you now said, No, take the fish. I was cutting it for you.
So I was using my to try to cut fish for her. She wasn't using her hands to try to cut fish for me. It wasn't planned. But that's the mindset. When a couple has that kind of mindset of service, you find that there's little or no, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. This is your own role. This is your own role. We don't do marriage by law.
We do it by love. Yes. You say that again. That's so beautiful.
We don't do marriage by law.
We do it by love.
All right. So there will no counting of, someone keeps record of, I've done
scores.
3 things for you.
Yes, in this marriage.
That's not how a marriage works. You are always focused on what can I do for my partner. So number 1, have a heart of service.
Yeah.
Number 2, find out what actually pleases your partner. You have to know.
Yeah.
What will really make my wife? So I pay attention. I know what the kind of things that make her happy. Like she said, she's not an acts of service person because she's a hands-on.
Because I can't do my
stuff. She likes to do her things herself. She can wash her things. She can arrange her things.
Yeah.
Me, I cannot arrange anything. All right. I don't remember where I left anything. Anything like that. All my signatures. If I don't keep any of my accounts. I don't keep any of my cards. I don't keep anything. So she's good at those things. So find out from your partner either by observation and sometimes by conversation.
Oh yes, definitely.
Sometimes by observation, because there's some things they don't have to tell you. You have to just observe that, okay, this person likes to sleep at this time, or this person likes to do this at this time, and it becomes a mission for you to make sure they get that thing that they like. Then some other times by conversation. You actually have to ask them, what are your dreams?
Yes.
We have those conversations all the time. What are the things you want to do? What will make you happy? Now we have that conversation all the time.
Are you happy?
Videos and encourage couples to do that. You must ask yourself, what will make you happy? Are you happy?
Are you happy?
Are you happy?
We're constantly asking, yes.
So you need to have conversations.
Yes, we're constantly asking each other that. What can I do to make you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy now? Are your dreams being fulfilled? Are you satisfied in this marriage? Is there something you would want more of? Is there something you would think I could do better? And don't be afraid of the answers, right? That's the real reason we're asking. Not that when the person tells you, oh, I wish you'd smile a bit more. You're like, so I'm not smiling. So I'm not smiling. Did you see me that I used to smile before you married me? I just feel like people fight over the silliest and flimsiest things, and it's always because they're not having the right conversations. People don't know how to talk to each other. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to extract the right answers. And I think also that the challenge also is a lot of times we're speaking our own personal love language to the other person. So imagine you're trying to wash my plates, trying to carry all those things. You even be annoying me.
Yes, as people do that and they feel
I've said yes,
so much.
because you are putting effort in the wrong thing. That's the real challenge. Not that you're not doing, but you're not doing the right thing.
So you need to observe and have conversations. What the person really likes, so that you won't feel frustrated that I'm putting in so much, because everybody has things that opens their heart. They have things that
definitely.
All right, so my wife knows service. If you serve me, I give tips. I don't give tips to people that beg for money, because that doesn't appeal to me anyway. But if you give me service, if I'm doing something, maybe a car park guy or whatever, and you go the extra mile, you don't have to ask me for tips. I'll give you tips. Once you are serving me, I don't have to. So service opens my own heart. That's why I could never have even loved someone that doesn't serve. I won't like you. You don't like to serve. I won't even like you how much more love you and have not to marry you. So it's one of the things I like my wife. From the day I met her in her church, she was in children's department, she was serving. So she was making sacrifices. So I like service unlocks my own heart. So you need to know basically by observation and by conversation what your partner likes. And now the third one, as we start to round up, is go the extra mile to serve each other. So number 1, both of you have to come into the marriage
with the heart of
not
service.
Not the heart of what you would get, but what you will give. All right, it's a big mistake couples make. It's about what you're going to give. So the second thing is now know what your partner likes by observation
and conversation.
You have to know what they like, what serves them. If your wife likes tea in bed, the first thing, you notice that every morning your wife wakes up, this is the first thing she does, she makes a cup of coffee. So you need to get to the stage where once in a while you surprise her with a cup of coffee before she wakes up. You observe what I think they like. My wife doesn't like to drive to school or doesn't like to drive. So every once in a while, say, hey, honey, know what, I'm going to drive you today. You make out the time. The wife doesn't like to cook. You make out time and say, honey, I'm going to cook. Or
order in. So you don't poison us.
Yeah, because some husband, I can't cook. If you can't cook, we can't cook. We are going to find another way around it. All right? Like my wife says, I always find a way. But don't expect that I must come and cook. It's not my area at all. for your own good. Health, safety.
Oh God, for every person involved.
Because a woman try to bridge it and say, so and so's
cooking
husband,
is a life skill.
Cooks for this person, so you two come and cook. Or so and so husband takes the kids, does the kids assignment. You must do the kids assignment. I cannot do kids assignment for our reputation.
Oh God.
Because if I do the assignment or the homework for children, all of us will fail.
Funny enough, I don't think so. I just think that you don't enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it.
So that's why you don't.
Yeah, but you do it well. You always do it to them. Sit down with them and do the homework.
Because I mean, if I wasn't pastor, I'd probably be a teacher. Yeah, probably be a kids teacher.
Okay. So the third one is go the extra mile to actually serve
your partner.
When I mean go the extra mile is because some days and sometimes you will not be in the mood or the frame of mind. So that's why people slack. They think that something my partner has to do that I will always be in the mood. Sometimes you come back from a hard day's work yourself, either as a man or a woman, and you're too tired. And you notice that your partner needs you in any way. It might be domestically, it might be sexually, it might be socially, it might be any way.
Spiritually as well.
Spiritually, you put on your big boy hat.
breeches.
and you show up. In spite of how you feel. In spite of the schedule you have to juggle. It means you're going to stay up late that night to do some things you ought to do earlier just to show up for your partner. So go the extra mile. I think more couples will be better off if they actually go the extra. We've encountered too many couples like that where we've seen a man or a woman that has so much potential, but the only thing missing is that their partner is not involved. If their partner could be a bit involved in this person's life, because usually when marriage works, opposites attract. So your partner has qualities that you usually need. So by the time you ask them, observe their need, find out, this business is doing well, but their accounting is not solid. And you naturally, accounting comes to you naturally. It's time for you to make out time from your own schedule and your own life and your own dreams to help them tighten that aspect.
Sure.
So go the extra mile.
Yeah. I think that one of the things that will help you to go the extra mile is to realize that you must always bring 100%. A lot of times people think marriage is 50-50. I don't think marriage is 50-50. Marriage is 100-100. We lay it all on the table and we take what we need per time. If you bring 100 and I bring, and that day I'm supposed to bring 100, falls short and I'm at 70, it won't show because you already put 100, So I think that I've done enough. I've tried. You can't, you see, and that's the thing about marriage. Marriage will keep pressing you for more. You will think that you've done enough, or you think that you have given, you have loved, you have forgiven. Marriage will still squeeze more out of you because there's more to give. Yes, there's always so much more to give. You think, I can't take this, I will not be able. You will take it, keep taking it, you will get used to taking it. In fact, you will now enjoy taking it. That's what marriage does. So I think that for you to be able to achieve extra mile, you must just channel your mind to knowing that every day I wake up, I'm giving 100. I'm not going to cut corners. I'm not going to say I've done my best. Every morning I wake up making up in my mind that I'm going to do and give it my all.
It might be stretching you domestically.
It
might be stretching you because some men, for instance, maybe what they need to do for their wife is to listen to her, is to talk to her, is to drive her somewhere, to spend time with her. And maybe you're not in the frame of mind. You're also stressed at work. You go the extra mile.
You give us 100.
You give 100 because you will not always feel like doing it.
Right? And as we say, it's always easier to act your way into feeling, feel your way into acting.
So go ahead and do it anyway, in spite of how you feel. You find out that you get a hang of it, it'll flow. And lastly, the last point, or do you awesome?
No.
The last point is have the right attitude. That's the last point. Because sometimes you will feel you are the only one serving. I know there are times you have felt like that.
I don't know. Okay, I mean,
you have not felt like that, but you're amazing. But I don't know.
I don't think I've ever felt I'm the only one serving. I may have felt tired, maybe doing something, not necessarily serving you, but doing something physically in my body. I feel tired, but that's not But I will never give off the attitude that I'm doing more than you, because I think everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
But beyond us, there are people that might feel
yes, and it may be true.
Of course,
maybe true.
Definitely. Have a great attitude. There are even times when you want to serve your partner and they don't want you to. Maybe their business is struggling and you feel you know what they should do. And they're saying, I don't want your input, or I don't want your idea.
That's important to address.
You must have a great attitude about it. Just look for creative ways to still drop your ideas and your help without making it about you. Because some people, once they want to give you advice and you don't take it, they'll be like, oh, you don't love me, this. I will never tell you anything. I will never contribute anything again.
I call them the Ahithophels in relationship, yes. So if they don't take your advice, you kill yourself.
You say, I won't try again.
I'll not talk again.
You must have a good attitude, all right? It might take the person some time to come around to actually receiving the help. I had a lot of those experiences. At the time, Pastor Mildred would say, let's do this. I'm like, no, I don't feel like doing it. And you see, I'll speak for the men. Most of the men are, the way we're structured, we are focused and vision driven, so we don't quickly adapt. We don't quickly get influenced. But you women are more influenced. So be patient with your husband if he's not taking your advice. Even if wives do it, but husbands more, because we are very rigid. So be patient. There are times my wife wanted to get me to do something, and eventually those things paid off. When I finally listened, many of them we can't even go into the gist of them today, but there are many of them where she has been telling me, let's do this. In fact, this YouTube channel you're watching, confess. For many years, she has been telling me, only go on YouTube. I'm like, I don't have time for YouTube. Let's just do our audio messages and sell it. And today, in my own page, I think we're going to close to 500,000 subscribers.
So tell me thank you. Right. Give me my flowers now.
Yes, I give you salute. You're welcome.
Yes.
The section sergeant in the Nigeria.
You know this.
So there are
it's Heaven's Army. Which kind of job?
Heaven's Army, yes. So there are times I was slow to many things. Like I said, do this thing. Instagram. She had to open the account herself because I said I was not interested. So she opened the account herself. I didn't post on it for about 2 years.
I'm going through a lot.
I didn't post. She opened my account. I didn't post 2 years. Today I have over 1 million followers on Instagram, and I'm verified and all that. So I'm just trying to say, look,
I'm going through a lot.
But she had a good attitude about it. She didn't say, oh, so I'm trying to help you, and you don't. No, you must have a great attitude, because sometimes people are slow to catch on to the fact that you're actually trying to serve them. So it requires you having a good attitude, or else you will give up too quickly and spoil things.
Yeah. So while we're at it, when I'm trying to help you cut down on your itinerary. You're not going to go there with me.
She has been saying we trap.
He needs to rest. He needs to rest sometimes. So I try to do that. You are not taking it yet. Maybe in 2 years' time, you come back here and confess.
Yeah. But she's always somehow catches things, And like I said, I feel you serve me. I always feel so, but you claim I serve you, but
I think we serve each other well.
Nice.
No, I think we serve each other well. We just serve differently, but we serve each other well. Yes. You're not going to tell me to slow down. Yeah, I don't need to be told that. But you need to be told that. So I think that's it.
All right. So, hey, I hope this video.
I hope it helped. Yes.
It was worth it for you. Please don't forget we have super chat. You can support what we do. Subscribe to our channel. This will be posted on our channel.
Yes.
Please subscribe, like, share to somebody, and all our other channels. Also, and don't forget we have counseling. We do counseling services. We also have books and products. You see our website and our contact details. We look forward to hearing from you. Write in the comment section how you serve your partner. We'd like to know.
Yes, maybe we can get ideas.
You're so organized. You organize my whole life. Everything. You organize it. Me, I'm the scatterer in the house. You organize it.
You bring excitement. I'll be bored. Yes, I'd be bored.
You know what I actually said? They said, moody people are just unhappy. They are not stupid.
Oh, wow.
Now, moody people make sure they don't marry moody people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never thought about it that way.
It's a study, actually. So they said, happy people, you will see them once in a while marry other happy people.
Yeah.
Then the more common one you see is an unhappy person marries a happy person. But you will hardly see an unhappy person marry an unhappy person. They said, because unhappy people moody people are just unhappy. They are not stupid. They don't marry themselves.
I couldn't have. I have enough negative energy for the world. I don't need that.
Even though they are moody, because they say most couples, you will see one that is moody and one that is excited.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say who. Like brag. Don't have to brag. Don't have to mention our name, but thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you. So to protect ourselves, that's why you're back.
I hope you have been blessed by the teachings of the man of God, Pastor Kingsley Okonkow and Mildred Okonkwo. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the notification, and also, once again, make sure you share to others for them to be blessed and for them to also join the Arena of Love community by joining this WhatsApp platform +233 054 7294 322. Encouraging, building a healthy relationship together as a family. God bless you.